Now, I feel I've been watching The Penguin for months, but we're only in its third week with the third episode, and it is just so good. This honestly has been such a great show to watch and has me connected to these characters so much. Like Oz, but after this episode, more specifically, Vic. The episode dives deeper into Vic and his history and who exactly he is. We start with Vic, and it's a flashback taking place right before Batman takes on the Riddler and Riddler floods the city. We see he has a girlfriend and a few family members, a dad, a sister, and a mom. Just a normal kid. He goes out to the rooftop to see his girlfriend and a few friends, where he then sees the city gets flooded. And he even sees from his view his family's apartment, a small little apartment, and he basically sees his family die. Oz and Vic are in current day, where Oz tells him he is now a partner with Sophia, and Vic is scared because he believes her to be the hangman. They also discuss that his salary will be $1,000 a week. So this went from Vic doing this because he was scared that he was going to die to now getting paid $1,000 a week at his age. Vic tells Sophia he met Oz because he's a mechanic. He goes to this because his dad's a mechanic. We find that out later in the episode, which I feel though will come to bite him in the ass because that's not exactly how they met. And Sophia remembers that there was a bullet hole in the back of his car, and I feel like that will make a connection eventually. Sophia makes Vic stay back when they meet with another drug distributor over their new product, which we find out was given to Arkham patients, which Oz calls Bliss. Vic, who seems to have been missing for a little bit, reunites with his girlfriend at Oz's place, where she tells him that she is leaving to go on a bus to go to California, offering Vic to come, which will be the struggle for Vic this episode, but he ends up giving her money at this point after he gets the salary from Oz and tells her to buy him a ticket and meet him at the bus. Later on, we see that they are at the distributor. Vic is pulled over by a cop, and we just see how quick Vic can be on his feet when he tells the cop that he doesn't have any money after the cop takes the money out of his pocket. So obviously bribing the cop, and we just see how crooked Gotham can be, even its police force. This episode will highlight Oz and Vic's relationship, like how in the beginning Oz tells him to know his worth and just to ask Oz if he wants any. While they devise a plan for the other boss to give a call to the distributor, we see that the waiter cuts Vic off when he's trying to order the steak, but keeps stuttering. But Oz stops him and says that it's rude and he needs to let Vic finish, which I absolutely love this. It's like seeing the better side of Oz, just how much he actually kind of cares for Vic in this moment. He also hears a little bit about Vic's family, notably about his dad, and Oz says that his dad raised a good man, and they cheers to that. The plan is to have the underboss get caught having sex with the boss's wife, which actually works out. In this process, though, Oz is getting called out by him, and he almost snaps and chokes him out and kills him, but ultimately just has him make the call to the distributor, kind of giving the okay about this drug. They kind of have a small launch for this drug at his club, where he calls up another family to see the drug for themselves and kind of invest in it. It's a big hit for the partygoers, and Vic is out there collecting money and selling it. The escorts who Oz is seen with many times are helping out selling this, and we actually see some sexual tension between one of the escorts and Vic until Vic eventually has a panic attack. He goes to the bathroom to kind of recollect himself. Negotiations with the families work out, and Sophia and Oz are now in business. Oz goes to find Vic and celebrates with him, and he eventually catches Vic in his plan to leave. Oz is visibly upset because Vic views this as he was being held hostage, when Oz felt like he was giving him a better life than what he had with his family, talking about how a working regular thing is stupid, similar to the Bronx Tale mobster movie when they say the working man is a sucker. He lets Vic go and says Vic is free to go whenever he wanted to, and Vic ends up taking the plum card to the bus. He doesn't actually go through with this though, and does not get on the bus, letting his old girlfriend go on without him. Penguin tries to then celebrate with Sophia and apologizes about their history back when he was a driver, almost at this point seeing that the both characters are tearing up at this point, and we kind of see how Sophia doesn't trust Penguin still. Just when they're about to make some progress, out of nowhere the Maronis ambush them, saying that they've been watching Oz, and they kind of hint that they know that he's playing both sides. Vic pulls up right at the right time and drives the plum car into one of their men, and Oz gets in and they flee the scene. Notable though, Oz tells Vic to leave Sophia behind and says, "We're in this now, kid," and the episode ends. So I just gotta say, episode was absolutely great. It really kind of set the stage for what the rest of the season is gonna be like. You know, it seems like Sophia and the Maronis might be after both Vic and Oz. See the background to Vic and who exactly he is, and exactly who Oz thinks Vic is, and kind of what he feels about Vic at this point in this season. Absolutely love it. This show is honestly great television. Let me know what you think of The Penguin, episode 3.